Hi, I'm Nelly Rodriguez, known as Nelly. I am 17 years old, and I am so excited to tell you my story. I never have been more motivated to continuing my education as I am right now. It all started when I began early college high school, and I learned what responsibility truly was. At that time, I learned to be responsible for never-ending schoolwork, family problems, and how to cope with it all. My family had low income, barely making it through. We had no one to help us because we were distant from our family members. My mom worked second shift. She worked long hours. She barely slept just to make sure we had something to eat and a roof over our heads and to pay bills. Because I was the oldest, it was up to me each day to make sure my 5 siblings were taken care of, make sure that their homework was completed, and that they were bathed and fed. And on bed on time. In addition, I would have to make sure they would wake up on time each morning to catch the bus for the next morning. The only time that we ever spent together as a family was on the weekends, if even that. I was like a mother to my sisters and brothers, my only brother. I felt like if I had dropped out of school to help my mom, I could give my siblings a brighter future. At the time, I wasn't thinking about the importance of my education. I was too consumed with the numerous problems. Eventually, I did drop out of school for 4 to 5 months. At the time, I realized just how important an education was and still is. I also realized it was important for me to just be a teenager, but it was hard to do that because the fact that I had to grow up at the age of 10. I didn't want my future to be faced with the same struggles as my family had to endure. Therefore, I decided to use each struggle as a motivator for my future, a brighter future. I discovered that I couldn't help myself, not even my family, if I couldn't even help myself. It took what it seemed an eternity to get a second chance, but the second chance was given to me through the Performance Learning Center. I couldn't explain how much this meant to me. Just as I thought things were looking up for me, my family decided to move 3 hours away. If I stayed, I would not see them as often. I knew that if I made the decision to stay, then I would be getting myself into bigger problems, like the possibility of being homeless or house hopping from one place to another. I also would have taken on adult roles like paying bills, looking after myself, and finding a job. In the end, I decided to stay and I took on the challenge. As obstacles came along my path, I faced each and every one of them, knocking them out one by one, feeling like a champ. I did these things so that I could take full advantage of finishing school. Everyone at this school is like a second family to me. I couldn't have made it this far without the Performance Learning Center. Thanks to the staff here, I have come a long way, and because of them, I stand short and proud of who I've become and still becoming. The PLC has given me so much support, things that I would have never thought of receiving. They had offered me food, clothing, anything I needed, especially Miss Moore, who took the time to look for resources to help me with my personal problems. Also, communities and schools has helped me to get on the path to obtaining my U.S. citizenship, and it is helping me pay for it. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have even started the process. I know a simple thank you isn't enough, but I want the PLC to know that they are appreciated. All it took was to come forward and ask for assistance. Because I needed it, I wasn't ashamed or embarrassed to ask. I wasn't afraid of what people would think of me, and I have never had to pretend to be something I'm not. Here at the PLC, people like me for who I am. There's nothing I would change. I have accepted my way of life. I may not be perfect or wealthy, but I made the best of what I have, and I will continue to do so. For now, I will continue to prosper because I know there is no such thing as failure. It's just time given to do better and improve. It's crazy and unpredictable what the future holds. This holds true for everyone. I'm not exactly sure what I want to be, but over the course of time, I will decide because I know it's never too late to continue my education. I may be undecided about what I want to do after graduation, but I will continue to explore and experience new things. My desire to find an occupation that I would be proud of, one that I would love and enjoy waking up each morning to go to. I want to live a life full of excitement and happiness, and even though life is not always stress-free, I know I can achieve these things through hard work and commitment.